Hey Cam Fam, welcome back and welcome to our channel if you're new here. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button down below. Also hit that bell icon, that way you're notified every time we post a new video. Don't forget to thumbs up this video if you like it. Also hit us up in that comment section down below. We love talking to you guys. And also if you could please share our videos on your social medias and with your friends and family, and hit us up on ours. It is at keepingupwithkham. Alright, so getting into this week's video, this is our Toddler Boy Hairstyle video number 40, the big Faux zero. Alright, so this week we are going to be doing a braided hairstyle. We're going to be starting with our Shine and Jam. You guys know I absolutely love this. I don't think I can get through a style without it. I did re-up, so it's fresh. So now I'm going to part across the half of his head, and I'm going to add my Shine and Jam to that parting section, and then I'm just going to go back in with my tail comb and just freshen up that part. You know, you want to make it look neat, you want to make it look crisp. As you can see, we are working on not freshly washed hair, so this style needs a lot of refreshing. So I'm using my spray bottle. I've added that to the ends, and now I'm using my Hawaiian ginger moisturizing buttercream. I'm adding that to the ends as well as to the roots. I'm finger detangling first, just trying to get all the kinks out. Look at that. Oh, my bae. If you haven't seen the low porosity video, guys, I highly recommend this product. Alright, so I'm now brushing through. You can use your wide tooth comb, your fingers, everything. Just get all the kinks out. So I'm starting parting. This is going to be, how do I even explain it? So we're gonna do them kind of straight back, but we're gonna do them in a slant, and we're gonna do them starting jagged. Best explanation I can give. I promise you it probably sounds super weird, but as you watch, you'll see that it makes complete sense. Like I said, I always go through, I part roughly what I'm trying to part, then I add the Shine and Jam, and then I go back with the tail comb and I part again just to make sure that it is crisp and that it looks good. So I braid off the sections. You can twist, you can braid, whatever. You could just put it in an elastic, whatever keeps it out of the way and makes it easier to do our style. So as you can see, I started going to the right, now I'm going to the left, and yeah, so you want to make sure that the next one starts a little in to where the first one started, so it kind of has like this overlapping zigzag kind of look to it, and that's like the whole effect of the style. There is going to be a little bit of a pizzazz coming soon, but for the first part of the style, this is what we're looking for. So for the first part of the style, or the first part of parting style, it's literally the exact same thing over and over. We're just doing this like zigzagged curve parting, and it's just overlapping. So I'm not gonna like keep explaining it because you guys are gonna be like, okay, I get it. But you just keep doing that as you go. Honestly, guys, I feel like Cam's hair is slowly but surely changing. I don't know if you got, like, if you've been around with us since like the beginning, you can see that his curls have changed, his texture has changed. I mean, when we started out, he was still a baby, so you know, they say they got that placenta perm. He actually never lost any hair, even though a lot of people told me, yeah, all his curls are gonna just drop out. So it's just kind of different seeing how his hair is changing over time now. But I wonder if you guys tell the difference too, because you guys see these videos and you don't see him like every day like I do, but you guys see the difference slightly in every video that we post. Okay, so this is where we get a little fancy. So I wanted to add a little something since this is our number 40. So I am attempting, because I've never done this before, but I'm attempting to put a letter in his braids. We have K, obviously, because that's his name. And it's a lot harder to do a K than it is to like do an A or like an S or something. So I'm literally just figuring it out as I go here. If your little ones start with the K, you can follow along how I parted. If not, we're gonna have to be in this together, just winging it as we go. The thing is, when you're doing it, you're doing a letter, but it has to combine because it still has to be a braid, it still has to connect together, and it still has to flow. So it's not like you can just, you know, do the parts of the letter and then just let it be. It'll look really weird. So this is the way that I thought that I wanted to do it to begin with. When you look at the end of the video, I actually changed the way that the K looks. Let me know if you guys prefer the first or the second. I was just trying to find a way that like most resembled a K. I didn't want it to just look like a couple lines thrown together. I liked the second one, but like looking back at it now, I'm like, maybe I should have kept the first version. But yeah, it's pretty simple, guys. We just have to part according to the letter. I don't know if uppercase or lowercase are easier. I don't know if there's really much of a preference. It's just kind of what is best when it comes to getting the lines to connect and making it look seamless and making it look cute while actually looking like the letter. Like you can see I'm taking it out because I'm like putting it together, that was not gonna work. I'm just literally figuring this out as I go. Have you guys ever done letters in your little one's hair? How did it go? What was your tactic? What was your style? Any tips or tricks? Let me know in the comments because this was a little difficult at first. I probably try it again, but like, yeah, it's not gonna be easy. I could tell that, but at least getting it done the first time, I know what like I'm in for, and I know what to expect, and I can like map his head out better. I think I want to try like a star or a heart or something next time. But the K was very, very cute for the first time around. When adding letters or like a star or anything like that, you're gonna have like extra parts that don't go into that design that you're doing that you have to kind of like add in. So as you can see, I started that next braid from what was left in the middle of the two letters. Kind of left it looking awkward, but I didn't really have much else of a choice as to like how to continue that section. And then the other parts I kind of just braided down or to the side and added them in. But remember that you're gonna have to put those extra pieces somewhere, and you don't want it to look extra weird. I know you mamas can relate with our curly haired little ones, especially when the hair is thick, that just doing the easiest of braiding, like just braiding the ends down in a braid, is so much work. Like the amount of brushing and combing and brushing and combing and brushing and combing that I have to do just to get to the end of the hair, it's insane. But it's, if we don't detangle, if we don't do it, then it's just going to be, it's not going to look neat when you braid it down. It's not going to be to the full length because it's going to be shrunken and it's going to be thick and unnecessarily thick, and it's just not going to be cute. So I know it's an extra step, I know it's a little bit of extra work, but just make sure that we're still detangling as we go. But we gotta do what we gotta do. Balancing between washing their hair enough, not over washing, but also getting out the buildup is such a fine line. Like I don't want to put his hair into water too often, but then at the same time it's like his hair builds up easily. So it's like, how do I be able to maintain a style and not have to wash his hair every couple days? I think it's harder though, because I am braiding his hair like on a weekly basis for these videos. So it's a lot harder to have that in between time, like just do a style and let it rest for a while and then take it out, wash it and do another style. But there's nothing wrong with doing their hair if you haven't washed it, as long as it's not like full of dandruff or full of product. Like, just, you know, be mindful, take a look at their hair, see what condition it's in, and go from there, because we don't want to overdo anything. We don't want to over manipulate the hair. We don't want to do anything unnecessarily. So you guys know your kitty's hair the best, but don't think that you have to wash their hair every single time. Like, if you would just wash their hair 2-3 days before, don't think, oh, I gotta wash their hair again so I can braid it. You can do it on that hair. It's perfectly fine. It won't harm them. Because of the size of the braids, this hairstyle actually works up pretty easy, which is great. It looks really neat, which we love. It's just like that design in the middle, the letter, that takes up a little bit more time, because you got to make sure that you're doing it precise and you're getting everything done. But realistically, if you don't want to add in that initial, if you don't want to add in any design, you don't have to. You can just take that section, make it into, say, 1 or 2 more braids, and call it a day. It'll make the style go even quicker, and you don't even have to, like, you know, do much to it. So you can do it either way. You can either add in something like we did, or you can just do this style with just the bigger sized braids going down. So at the perimeter, remember, always add a little something to the hairline first. So I add my olive oil, then I'm putting the Shine and Jam, and then I'm just brushing it in. That's just to protect against anything that we're putting on their hair, especially because we're using the brush in that section. The Shine and Jam is perfect for the hair. It's conditioning, it's moisturizing, it's not bad products, but I still like to just extra prepare, and that's why I prefer putting in that olive oil first before I put the Shine and Jam. Almost done. So we're on the last braid. Oh, so exciting. I can tell that Cam, even though he still sits and doesn't really give me an issue, with the new setup, like him being at the table, he's more fidgety. He, like, I don't know if he feels like there's that freedom because, like, he's not in the high chair anymore because we don't have it for him. But it's just like, just sit still, just a little more so I can get this done. But honestly, I am still thankful that he doesn't give me an issue. He lets me do his hair. He may give me a little fuss here and there, like you see here, but he knows his hair's got to get done. And he likes getting his hair done. He always reminds me afterwards, Mommy, the do-rag. So he likes what we do. It's just that he sometimes rather be down playing, watching, and running. So, funny story, for some reason, my camera decided it wanted to stop recording. So you guys are only going to see like 2 seconds of how I did the end, and I apologize. This is literally the only footage that I have. But once you get here, you get half of the hair together like you're doing 2 braids down. You just collect them and you're just going to braid those straight back down. Half and half, super easy, one big braid, nothing to it. And that is a wrap on our Toddler Boy Hairstyle video number 40. Look how cute these braids turned out. I want you guys to let me know in the comment section if you prefer this version of the K or the first version of the K. I think I like the first one better. After I went and did those 2 braids, I also put in the olive oil in his scalp. And that was it. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know if you guys have tried this, if you guys like it. If you have any questions, concerns, tips, tricks, anything, hit us up in that comment section. Don't forget to follow us at keepingupwithkham, and we'll see you in the next one.